Hey again guys, it's like 1:36, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to do the second review. It'll probably be posted on it'll be posted Thursday, and being that it was like 2 days, it's going to be 2 days behind before I get the first one up, since it didn't really count until like late, as soon as this review's done, I'm just now going to post the first one. Let me check my calendar, and I can get you some info. And dread, it's not going to be done until next Tuesday, so I hope that's alright with you, because I'm going to do like a review for each of the aerial bots, plus one final day for the combination and combined mode review. But enough with that. Here we have, his original name was Slingshot. I can't remember what his new name is, but being that I love G1, I'm going to refer to him as Slingshot. And so I think he's in like a fighter jet mode. I think the first one was like a bomber, like a Cybertronian bomber. So looks aerodynamic. I don't like how he has like the really tiny gimp wings. It doesn't suit him. He has like these giant like engines like right here and here. He has these tiny little gimp wings. Then he has like these little wings here, you know. So he doesn't roll, he slides. So sliding gimmick activate. Bites. Thought it would be more cooler. Oh well. And there's not a whole lot to him, other than you can add the little weapons to his mode, and he makes them, it looks weird. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the transformation real quick. I'll pop these out. Transform him, he's rather simple. You just lift the 3 little landing gear. You want to pull the arms out to the side. You want to untab the legs and twist them. Then just fold down the feet. You can either have the wings up like this, or you can have them down. I prefer them down because it looks a little more organized and neat. Basically, let me raise this up. I kinda thought I wouldn't need it, but apparently not. And now it looks like to be the case. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, so last thing that you gotta do, last of 2 things that you gotta do is fold the cockpit down and twist around the head. Oh, there is actually one more thing, I'm sorry. You can pull up and configure it so it's a little backpack. And here we have Slingshot. And I actually dig the robot mode. It's pretty cool. It's heroic, and he was my favorite. I have to say he's like my favorite energon scout class figure. Let me do a zoom in on the head. it has like these little jet intakes on its side of his head. Only one little complaint. This arm is like really loose. We'll fix that pretty soon with a little bit of super glue, but he can still hold his guns. Unfortunately, the only way that you can actually really hold them and that looks okay is if you hold it up like that. And you see what I'm saying? I need the super glue bad because he's kind of like, if you try to hold the gun in this arm, you see it's perfectly fine. In fact, he almost looks like he has a giant energon bazooka. Kind of cool. But, you know, I can't hold in this arm because it's being stupid and loose. But I'm going to quickly turn him into his limbs mode. I'll show the arm / the leg in both reviews, so you won't be missing anything if you miss or decide not to watch one of the reviews. So, just saying. The reason why I'm doing that is because I promised a week of reviews, and I feel as though, you know, that'd be like the honest thing to do, is review the whole team instead of doing things to where you just review part of it. The reason why I put him back into jet mode is because the quickest way to get him into his thing is to basically put him into jet mode, except for put this thing up. And so the next two things that you want to do is you want to flip the arms around like this, and you want to split his legs at the crotch. And man, that's gotta hurt. And so you flip the feet back up. There's going to be a little peg right in the back of the foot, and you plug the fist into that. I will go ahead and do that on the other side, because I feel as though, you know, you've seen it on the one side. It's pretty simple. It's not like it's rocket science. So, that's the whole effect of what it is without the energon things. Now, to get to foot mode, and this is the basic effect for both of them, because it technically is. You'll find one thing like this. It has like a groove at the bottom, and you want to tab that one into the side that's open, and the one that has like just a plain thick thing at the bottom, you'll want to plug that in. And I guess you can give them jet skis in robot mode if you really felt like it, but there's going to be two little holes for the tabs, like so. And the last main step to do is to, I'll show you once we get to the other side, because it can be finicky sometimes. Or I can explain it, because it's going to be real finicky on me, which is why I get these reviews out of the way, so I don't have to really mess with it, because I get frustrated when it becomes real finicky. You see, here's my little downside. Mine doesn't like to stay in its proper positions, so it's going to be interesting. But here he is in foot mode. There are these two little tabs that you can just push up and hit to the side of the foot. It doesn't really do a whole lot. And so to make him an arm, fix it. There. You want to I'll show you in a second. Okay. Now, once I get the first one down, it'll be easier. Okay, excuse me for a second while I fix this toy. Because it doesn't want to work at all. Okay. So, now that I fixed it, the whole effect is that you take the connection point, you turn it in a 90-degree angle so that it will be facing like an arm. Oh, here you go, like so. Then, for the final step, you bend the guns till they form a formation kind of like fingers, I guess. But my problem with this figure is that, first of all, it looked nothing like a damn hand. There's actually another configuration that I came up with myself. I don't know if anyone else has come up with this, but this is one that I use, and I'll probably use it for the review for the one arm that I make out of this. Because it looks a little more plausible and a little less pissanty. I actually kind of based this off of the Fans Project's kit for the for Superion, and I'm going to get it. It just might take me a little while, but this is the configuration that I like to use. It's basically him in plane mode with a connection point, and it gives him more articulation, so I do like it. And I put it on his strong shoulder, so it would stay, I think. But this is what I'm trying to show you. I put it so that you have the two guns like this, and then you have the third one to make like 3 fingers, and then you have this one to make a thumb. It does give him some finger articulation, which is kind of cool. And I happen to like this configuration, so for the people who are Transformer fans and who watch me, put a comment down below if you happen to like it. If you don't like it, could you give me a few reasons? Please, I would like to have just a couple more comments per video to know that I'm actually being watched and not being randomly generated as, oh, so many people have watched your videos. And probably have, but just don't hear anything out of it. So, oh, look, I made a little man. Made a little man. Made a little man. Made a little man. Now you can understand how I feel once I'm very freaking tired. Hope you enjoy your evening or afternoon or morning or whatever. Just have a good one.